How's it doing? So just a quick shout to give to Keen Fenhan's friend. Well, well said, Adrian. Can you give a shout to my friend, Garen Abernethy? Hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm saying that a bit wrong. Also, what's your opinion on the rubbish situation in the Buttersbridge bypass? So yeah, the Buttersbridge bypass. That's the N3. I'm not going to lie to you. We don't have the resource, and I might as well just say straight. It's not that I'm not willing to do it. Like honest to God, I do it. Simple as that. I do it. I do as much as I can in the bypass. But there's two things. And I talk about it. One's down to the lack of resources. We don't have. I haven't got the manpower. We haven't got. Say if we fill up a bag. Usually when I go out on the bypass, fill up 5 or 4 bags and have to go and carry them back to Butler's Bridge or wherever I am in the bypass to carry them back because I have no transport and no the council won't help. Because if they do, if they did help, I have the whole bypass clean and stuff. If they could just pick up the bags, but you know, because it's just I don't think they wouldn't want to really pick up the bags. They might as well just it's right. I asked them before, and not very much response came from it. Like you don't have to. I'm on my own. Simple as that. I'm just on my own. So it's very. I'm working with absolutely nothing. I'm working on my own. Again, if I had the resources, we'd be flying. We'd be flying. It'd be the most cleanest bypass in the country. But it's just down to lack of resources. We haven't got the man. I'm the only one little warden for the whole Buttersbridge area. There's no other county council, anybody in the council around Buttersbridge. I'm the only fellow. I'm the only one. That is the dog warden and little warden too. It's a huge job, but it's a huge responsibility, especially when you do back roads. So they land on the bypass. It's a nightmare. Let's be honest. If you clean the bypass, one day I done a good bit of the bypass. It lifts about 6 7 bags. About nearly a month ago. And the next week I went back to the same spot. It was the same again because the cars, there's so much traffic going through and back. You have to nearly have one person dedicated or 3 or 4 people dedicated on that one part of the road to get it completely clean. Because there's so much rubbish because obviously with all the traffic because it's going into Enniskillen up to Northern Ireland. It's just so much. It's a national road and it's obviously and then the second thing is it's a huge danger. Because obviously the insurance is a huge thing. Obviously, I'm saying this straight. I'm not covered. Simple as I'm not covered really to be out in the bypass. Because insurance wouldn't cover you because it's too much of a risk. Because the majority of the bypass has no barricades. So basically, when you get hit, it's your own loss. Nobody and I even if I was knocked, with my knees gone and my arms gone and I'm just disabled, I wouldn't claim of anything. Simple as that. But it's just the thing that the insurance company doesn't want to be involved with something like that. Because it's very, very risky. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very, very risky. One or two twice and it was knocked down in the hard shoulder. One time a cow flew on the hard shoulder, nearly knocking me down. Only before I jumped into the shock kind of part. I would have been dead. I would have been dead because the cow was speeding. On the hard shoulder. This is not even on the road. It's on the hard shoulder, which the cow shouldn't be down for a start. But yeah, you're putting yourself in huge danger going out and doing it. And then that's why nobody else would do it because you're putting yourself in huge danger. And at the end of the day, your family won't get anything. You won't get anything out of it. And it's a huge job. It's a huge task for one person. But I have to say, we did very well because we picked up about 100 bags on the bypass over over this year, I suppose, which is very good. And now with other tires and things like that, and obviously, that's something to be proud of because I went out for a long time during the lockdown when I went out for a few weeks before the lockdown was lifted. I think it was phase 3 or phase 2. Obviously it was a lot more calm, but there wasn't many cars on the road, and obviously I could do a bit more. And that's when I done my majority of work on the bypass, because it was very quiet, and even the time it was a ghost town. And I could do a lot. I could do a lot on the bypass, but now you can't really do much. You can lift 6 or 7 bags, but at the end of the day, there's no transport. But anyway, sorry, I just had to explain myself. Because we do, I wasn't out today, I was out 2 days ago, I was out on the bypass. I filled up 2 bags of rubbish and carried them back. It's just about carrying them. If I could just leave them then the kids would pick them up. We're Gandhi. It'd be done. We could nearly do the whole bypass from Buttersbridge to Cavan Town. Because it would be done because I'm telling you, I'm don't mean to gloat, but when you give me a bag and you say fill it up and you have unlimited bags, unlimited resources, God mighty, the job's going to be done. And simple as that. Because when you give me the resources, the means to do it, by God, it's going to be done. The same with the dog feces, just to say, but it's about just 54% clean before I started with dog feces. Now it's 99.7% clean. So you can see the big jump there. So, obviously only 0.something% dog shit around. Which is because I have the means, I have the bags, I have the places to put it. I have the means of to do it. So, it's understandable. If you give me the means to do it, I can do it. Step by step, it can be done. It's not impossible. It can be done. But it's just you have to rely on the state, and it's not going to work out. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe more and take care and bye.